This episode of Gakkou Gurashi does it. It confirms Megu-nee is no longer living in this apocalypse. What we have to go on is, shortly after, several days or months or weeks, who knows, after the apocalypse happened, when things calmed down, she and Rii-san made the school living club, and then it was just so because they had become depressed and everything, and this was so they could cheer themselves up with it and all that, and she did this. And then, most likely shortly after that, she died. We even saw she had been bitten and she was on the outside of the door while a bunch of zombies were coming towards her and all that, and the other girls were on the other side running through a hallway. So she was devoured anyways while being bitten. I gotta say, I feel bad for Megu-nee. I seriously do. She must have died a horrible death. And as it stands, we must assume she sacrificed herself for the girls. Let me give you a couple things. We had some subtle hints that, even throughout this episode, that Megu-nee didn't exist, and they were, when Yuki gave Megu-nee the water bottle and everything, you heard a dropping sound off the scene and everything. While Miki was looking around and everything, when she looked around, you didn't see anything of Megu-nee. And then eventually, it even got confirmed when Miki goes, "Who's Megu-nee?" And you just see this slow shift from Yuki's delusional happiness to the dark, bloody, broken apocalypse room. They were in the music room and everything, and there was no Megu-nee there. Even the music that was playing slowly petters off until it's gone. So, yeah, it was confirmed Megu-nee is dead. She was dead way before when they even went to go get Miki from the mall and everything. She must have died a couple weeks or months after the apocalypse happened and everything. She sacrificed herself. That is what I'm basing this on. She gave herself up because she said Rii-san said she's always positive, she's always looking after her students, she's encouraging, and she's just an overall good person. And it's true. So what we have to go on is, most likely, Megu-nee gave herself up, even after being bitten and all that, to divert the zombies so they wouldn't go after Yuki and all them. So she stayed on one side of the door and everything, allowed the zombies to munch on her, and she must have died a very painful death, just so they could live. I don't know if we'll get more of what's going on, what happened that day, but so far it's been confirmed that she's dead, and the cross on the roof is her grave. So sometime after that point, Kurumi must have gone through and ended up putting Megu-nee to rest. And that's sad, because Megu-nee was her teacher. She confided a lot into her. Having to kill or put Megu-nee to rest, since it's more like that, must have been very hard for her. And just thinking about that makes me sad. So we have Miki getting adjusted to the new life at the school and all that, and she's a second year while everyone else there was a third year. And Rii-san got into a little bit of an argument with Miki, since she said Yuki's living her own world and everything, it's better that she does, and it keeps them all positive, and Miki doesn't think that's right. They should help her and get her out of that, because after, it must have been that, as I predicted, it was probably Megumi's death, or Megu-nee, that caused her to start, like, living in her fantasy delusional world, where that incident or none of this happened. I believe it was confirmed in this episode, so my prediction was spot on almost. At least Yuki didn't get to see her get eaten alive. God, Gakkou Gurashi. Even the ending song and everything, where it shows Megu-nee fading, they show several scenes with her in it and everything, and she just fades, and that brought tears to my eyes. That shit was fucking sad as hell. It seriously was. As I said in earlier reviews, we had like a half chance that Megu-nee was alive or dead and everything, and when this confirmed that she was dead, it's sad as hell. Megu-nee is a good character. I believe even in her delusional mind, this is how she would have acted in times like these, and I liked Megu-nee. And Miki, she eventually got used to the. She wants to get to know Yuki more, and before she can actually make a full judgment on whether they should help her out or not, of getting out of the delusional world. So they have a sports meet and all that, and then she wants to join the living club, school living club, just because she wants to get to know Yuki better, and she actually thinks that Yuki's amazing because she's able to be happy and something like this. But it's kind of not real happiness, false happiness. Because eventually we know in this series that she's going to be snapped out of her delusional world, and it's going to fucking shatter her brain or something, or shatter her mind. She's going to show that they're really sad. Even if they put on the facades, there's still, everyone there is still sad as hell that this all happened. They've lost loved ones. They've seen people die. They've seen their fair share of gore and just horrible, horrible things. So Megu-nee's sacrifice is going to be wasn't in vain, and with that Yuki went Coco and everything, but she's going to be snapped out of that, and her friends are going to have to help deal with her that. And I'm really curious to see where the series is going to go from now, because we pretty much got everything. We know Taramaru doesn't like Miki. I think he's still holding a grudge against her for yelling at him, because she got heated for a moment and then had to vent for a moment, so it all came out at Taramaru because he started barking. So there's that. I really wonder where this series is going to go. We got everything we needed to know, from Miki's backstory to the start of there. So I wonder what's going to happen. Are they going to find more survivors? Is Yuki, by the end of it, going to have to snap out of the whole cuckoo world? Who knows? So, if you like this review, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe for more reviews, reactions, vlogs, talks as usual. This is Alex Nation, you're my lovely community citizens and civilians. I'll see you guys in the next review. So, have a good day, watch lots of anime, read lots of manga, follow links in the description, follow me on Twitter, and go check out Gakkou Gurashi Episode 6 for the confirmation of Megu-nee's death. Although it is sad. Thanks for your sacrifice, Megu-nee. Bye-bye.